Hello, welcome to this AVLAND review of the Kef LS50 loudspeakers. We're going to talk to you about these 50th anniversary loudspeakers, as well as their build quality and the technologies that go into them. We're also going to tell you what we think of them as a loudspeaker. These new 100-watt studio monitors from Kef have been released to coincide with Kef's 50th anniversary. They feature a very high gloss black cabinet, and they also have this, as you can see here, this cone, this drive unit, which they've made a sort of rose gold finish, as they call it, that's derived from the R100 speakers in their R series. However, they do sound drastically different. They have a much better cabinet, better cross bracing, slightly bigger cabinet volume it seems, and this curved front baffle as well, which helps disperse the sound better across it. They do sound different as well. The treble doesn't seem to be quite as bright as it is on the R100s. It's a bit more toned down. The bass seems to be a bit better, aided by the bass port that they have at the back, which is sort of a new revolutionary design. You can see around the edge they have a Z flex around the edge of the actual drive unit. This is the actual tweeter expanded here, and it has their tangerine waveguide with those little fins that you can see. Here's the actual speaker drive unit actually moving when we put some bassy sort of music through it. You can see it moves a fair amount. It's a fairly long throw on it, and the tweeter has a very wide dispersion, Kef say, compared to a normal tweeter, which it needs to have, being recessed back inside the bass drive unit in their UniQ design. The front baffle is a sort of plastic finish, but it's very dense, so when you tap it, it doesn't resonate. So it's very stiff. The whole cabinet is, and they're really quite heavy. They come in one box, and they are quite difficult to move around, especially when we're stacking them in our stock room. To try and lift them up high, needs quite a bit of effort. They've got the Kef logo sort of embossed on the top there, or etched into the cabinet, and that's the actual flexible bass port. So it has a flexible design on the inside, and then it's tapered outwards, so like a cone shape, both on the inside and the outside. You can see here, this is the bit that flexes in the middle, and this is to try and reduce any sort of air turbulence noise that you might get, which you do get with a conventional bass port. The idea for doing this actually came from a member of our staff when talking to one of their engineers at the launch of the Q series, and they've actually now, Kef have actually adopted this and patented it. They tried it out, the whole design, using computational fluid dynamics. So they sort of like a wind tunnel inside a computer, animations to see how it would work. Here are the terminals. Now they're not bi-wireable because they're designed as studio monitors. They've just single wired them. But the terminals they put on the back are very high quality. They can be used for spades, bananas, or bare wire. Here's a sort of cutaway of what's inside. You can see the crossovers over two sides. And here, back to this very unique design. They're very different to anything else on the market. They really do catch your eye. They don't have any grills either. That's just how they look. Now onto the pros and cons. Pros. They sound fantastic. I mean, they're such a well-balanced speaker. They're very got a very rich bass for a bookshelf or studio speaker. They are suited to that, for putting in a studio or something, because they're very accurate as well in the treble, but not quite as bright as maybe the R series. So that if you don't like the sound of a metal dome tweeter, these might be for you, because they sound more like you get with a silk dome tweeter. They're very, very good cabinet is the other thing I would say about them. The cabinet is absolutely immaculate in finish and build quality. Cons. Only really one thing we can think of, or maybe two. The first thing is they're not bi-wireable. They are only single wired, which if you ever wanted a bi-amp with them you wouldn't be able to do. But don't let that put you off. You can still get a very good speaker cable to them, and they sound brilliant. The other downside is they might not be to everyone's looks, what they want in their room. They don't suit maybe a more sort of reserved room. They are very modern, and you'd really want them in a sort of contemporary environment. And they don't have any dust covers, so those drive units with their sort of orangey gold colouring, they're going to be on show. You can't hide them. But apart from that, I mean, you know, sound-wise, they're flawless. That's the end of our review of the Kef LS50 loudspeakers. If you'd like to purchase these, or you would like to see more reviews, please visit our website, avland.co.uk. Thank you.